I appear once more. Yes, I, Scums. Our topic of discussion today, the fallen angel of vengeance, Avatar Belial. Soaked in sin, pressed by the vice of lust, and weighed down by his lies, he manages to bring a lot of sauce to the cookout. So, without further ado, pros and cons. Pros include, but aren't limited to, the fact that he is a combo monster. His pressure can be truly unpredictable. He's got a godlike zoning game if you make meaningful moment-to-moment decisions. Downright sick conversions and nasty corner combos. Decent reach with his pokes. And big rewards for reads. When it comes to cons, is things like the fact that you have to give a little of your own HP bar to take a lot off of the enemies. It makes every matchup just very chaotic, volatile, and unpredictable, and not even necessarily in your favor, but that's fun. Most moves are committal, even with strategic use of pack, which more on that later. And then there's the fact that you're not near, so that hurts sometimes. Now that we've got all that out the way, let's get to the normals and get started. So close light is a really good meaty option, and what that means is you're putting the hitbox out as they're waking up. And the reason it excels as a meaty option is because if they wake up DP, by time you recover, you can still block that DP and get the punish. Firelight is a stereotypical poke, but it's +1 on block, so what are you gonna do, complain? It's a fucking poke. Fire Medium is unique in the fact that it's got 2 hits. Being punishable on block, it has the potential to bite you in the ass like a pack of rowdies in the bad neighborhood. But on the flip side, you've got some really good hit confirm options. Fire Heavy is a really good poke if you're using it at a good range. And if you fuck up, you can mix their shit with some special cancels. Crouching Medium is truthfully bullshit because of the hard knockdown. And if you catch someone slipping and tripping falling asleep at the wheel, you're gonna get a combo out of it even. This character can do a lot with a hard knockdown. Jumping Medium has a hitbox that allows it to cross up, which if you know anything about aerial cross-ups, they're always nice to keep in your back pocket. Although they're sort of undermined in this game because this game has a block button which blocks both sides. And you have this shitty dive kick that I find no use for outside of throwing it randomly to keep my pressure as chaotic as humanly possible. It's safe if you aim for the feet. Foot! If you hit the head or the upper torso, however, it is punishable and negative. With his unique, Avatar Belial has a Habakuk, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a little beam dickety doodad. You can mix up the travel time by holding the button, but it can be flat out ducked. The beam is not all he has going for him, because Pact is where this shit gets tricky. Pact enables you to take a little off your own HP bar to take a lot off your enemy's HP bar, with 2 threatening follow-ups that can only be used after a special move. As you can see me demonstrating, I'm using the two follow-ups. There's a kick and there is a stomp. The kick is going to be your go-to combo ender, but it also has its use for hard reads. Just be careful of the fact that it is negative if you don't get that read. The stomp can continue combos on a crouching target, but also has its use on block and applying pressure and extending your turn, but this can be called out as the pressure is fake. Finally, moving into specials, we're going to kick things off with Rejected Truth. I also want to note that EX skills and ultimate skills make you pay the 800 cost of Pact, just like your Pact follow-ups do. There's two versions of Rejected Truth. There's the ground projectile and there's the spikes. The ground projectile travels along the ground, and when it does hit, it hits for 3 more times. I find the light version generally good for poking because it leaves you at a good distance, and the EX version as combo food, especially in the corner. If you catch a crouching enemy with EX Rejected Truth, you're gonna get a nasty combo because you can stomp and then you can link that. The spikes have a name, Destructive Delusions. They're effectively a full screen projectile punish / anti-air / fireball war winning tool. They kind of do it all. Just be aware that it is easy to dodge, and the recovery can be quite lengthy. Moving on to Blind Devotion. It's your stereotypical Shoto DP, but it looks flashy as all hell. Get it? Because he's a demon. The light version doesn't have any invulnerability, but of course it can still clip jump-ins. Get that ass out the sky! And as if things couldn't get any flashier, he has a Rekka series. Light version has a light windup, and medium version has a longer windup, but it can go over low attacks. But this is where the Pact pressure comes in really fucking clutch, because if you read a masher, you're just gonna kick their ass to the curb. EX version gives you a wall bounce, which can give you some pretty crazy corner combos. The light and medium versions of the Rekka are safe, but still negative, only on the first hit. Finally, we've gotten to Wings Bestowed, but this is a doozy of a fucking move. Wings Bestowed is a stance move, meaning you have 4 options to use out of it, and memorizing these options is really rewarding for your gameplay. On activation, you are bestowed wings with height varying between which button pressed. With medium, you'll do a plus on block dive kick that links into light on hit, meaning you can get the Rekka from that. And heavy is just a really fucking dirty command grab. Like, he just has 2 command grabs, and that's one of the dirty ones. Unique fires a Habakkuk, Habakuk, Hababook. And if you hold it, it goes along the ground, meaning you can catch a dodge if you hold, like you mix it up, you know, like you shoot the beamy beam and then you shoot the beamy beam. And of course you can cancel this into Pact, as with most moves. Finally, light just does your stomp Pact, which leaves you plus. It's useful. I wouldn't say it's not useful, but I don't use it that much. I use it the least out of all the stance moves. Diathora, his skybound art, sees Avatar Belial take to the skies where he descends and lets loose a sadistic blood rage. This skybound art is effectively a DP because you can catch jumping opponents. It can get you out the corner in a sticky situation as well. But if you throw it out raw and it gets blocked, like, you're just losing the game. Like, you're losing the game. It's negative. You're losing the game. And your super skybound art is just the ball grab. After a dubstep fart in a suggestive pose, Avatar Belial just grabs your fucking balls and decimates you. It's really horrid shit. Yes, it is a command grab if you use it raw. So this is just a looming threat that he has at low HP. It's just a threat. And if you miss it, it's a full screen punish. That's negative if they block it. So just don't miss. Now I'm just gonna voice over a game and get out some final thoughts to help you on your way to being the best Avatar Belial that you can be. Having the lowest HP bar in the game and spending health to take health away from your opposition, you're gonna want to approach neutral with some tender hands. Just something to consider. Don't come out swinging, it's not worth it. Typically, I like to show the enemy my demons and just be the zoner I was always meant to be. Don't go on autopilot and throw out 3 command grabs, you will get punished. And when they give me an opening, that's when I become the combo monster. Dive kick being plus means no mashing allowed. Try not to eat fists, they hurt. Remember kids, wake up ball grab is always okay. And that sums up the Angel of Cunning himself. I've made my vow to him, and if you're to join me, I hope my knowledge helped you out. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. My number one tip that I'm still integrating into my own gameplay is don't be afraid to dodge. You have a low ass HP pool. Use that dodge.